So welcome again for this discussion on unit number 4. Now today we will see the basic building block of these digital filters. So one is the adder. So you are having addition of the two sequence, x1 out input is x1 of n, x2 of n, and output is x1 of n plus x2 of n. So this is the addition of the two sequence. Then we are having multiplier, that is the scalar multiplier you can say, or the gain multiplier, x of n. A is the multiplier. This represents the arrowhead. This represents the arrowhead. Okay. So this represents the arrowhead. This is the arrowhead. This one. Okay. Now next is delay element, that is x of n is given to z inverse. Then we will get result as x of n minus 1. So basically a z inverse means nothing but the D type of flip flop. D flip flop. So D flip flop you have studied in ADIC subject, where input and output of the systems are, that flip flop is same, but it is delayed by some duration. Okay, so that unit delay element, mathematically D flip flop is represented by the Z inverse term. Okay, next is now, so we will see the mathematical modeling of the FIR filter structure. So what is a FIR filter? It is the finite impulse response, means a filter that is an LTI system where the impulse response is finite. Finite means which is countable. So what is the generalized difference equation? It is written here. See, y of n equals to, so generalized difference equation for the FIR filter is y of n equals to summation k varies from 0 to m bk x of n minus k. So y of n is nothing but output, and x of n minus k represents the delayed input. So delayed input, output. So what you observe from this mathematical modeling, so you are having two terms, output and input, with summation sign, and special case of delayed input, correct, and output is not delayed. So that represents, this is feed forward system. So when you are having delayed version of the output, then the system becomes feedback. So these words are very important. Okay, so in this equation only output y of n is present. There is no delayed version of y of n. You are not seeing here y of n minus k or y of n minus m and so on. There is only y of n. That's why, and there are delayed input version, that is x of n minus k, which is varied from varies from 0 to m. Okay, so that represents this system is only feed forward system, that is all zero system. There is no any feedback. As there is no feedback, there is no any adaptability. It is just a zero, all zero system. Okay, we will see the details here onwards. Just I am introducing you to for this equation only. So we will move forward. So now what we do, after having this mathematical model, we will take Z transform of both sides. So what we get y of z equals to k varies from 0 to m bk z to the power minus k x of z. Which property we are using here of the Z transform? If you remember from the signals and system, we have seen the Z transform. So the property is time shifting property we are using here. So bk z to the power minus k x of z. Now what we do, so which part we should take outside? The part which is free from k part is x of z. Okay, ultimate aim, our ultimate aim is to obtain h of z, that is the what? H of z is transfer function in z domain of the given system. Okay, so x of z, here the x of z is traveled from right hand side to the left hand side, correct? And we get, because why we can take x of z outside, because it is free from k, there is no any k in x of z because it is in the z domain. Okay, so y of z upon x of z is nothing but, which is equals to summation k varies from 0 to m bk z to the power minus k. Okay, now what is y of z upon x of z? This part, y of z upon x of z, which is nothing but h of z. H of z. Okay, so see here, transfer function I have mentioned here, correct? But subject to condition is given system is LTI. Non-LTI we cannot discuss this, because we are assuming the filter is linear time invariant. That's why. So why to go for the LTI? Because let us say the filter is non-LTI. What will happen? As it is non-LTI, first of all, it will make abrupt changes at the output side, because it is a non-linear system. So non-linear system means where the input and output are not in, they are not vary according to the linear scale. This is the linear scale. I will draw here. Let us say this is input on x-axis, this is output on y-axis. So according to this, the system should behave. But if the system is non-linear, then filter cannot be designed. And time invariant. So if the filter is time variant, means today it will behave differently, tomorrow it will behave differently, day after tomorrow it will behave differently. Yesterday it was different thing, today it is different thing, tomorrow is different thing. We don't need such type of filter. It should perform the filtration process as per our requirement. So that's why filters are always linear time invariant. Okay, so hope so you are getting this concept. So x of y of z upon x of z is h of z. So what is h of z? Summation k varies from 0 to m bk z to the power minus k. So which is the generalized transfer function of the FIR filter, the which is I have closed in the rectangular box. The above, it is a generalized transfer function of the FIR filter. Now we will discuss some conclusions from this. So we will go for one example. So this is difference equation given to us, y of n equals to 0.5 x of n minus 1 plus x of n. Now we will take z transform of both side. So we will get such type of relation, y of z equals to 0.5 z to the power minus 1 x of z, x of z. From the right hand side we take x of z common and it will go here, and we have 1 plus 0.5 z minus 1, so h of z is 1 plus 0.5 z minus 1. And if we take inverse of Laplace transform, then what we get? We get 1 comma 0.5. Now here I will just discuss one thing, because we have studied the z inverse in our previous syllabus of signals and system. You can recall that part. So here I have taken the inverse of z transform, that is h of n equals to 1 comma 0.5, under 1 the arrowhead is provided. Okay, so this is the inverse of z transform. You have to recall this. Okay, so h of n is 1 comma 0.5 by inverse of z transform. See here, h of n is finite because it is having only two values, 1 and 0.5. We can count these two values very well. So that's why these filters are termed as finite impulse response. Here impulse response is finite, it is not infinite. Okay, so now we will move forward. Now we will draw a structure of this. So how to draw structure? So see here, one is one, it is going from input side to output side. You know x of n is input, y of n is output. So our equation is 1 plus 0.5 z inverse. So 1 is here and we need z inverse. So z inverse is written here and we are multiplying by 0.5. Okay, and we are having the output here. So basically we have studied this. FIR filter is all zero system. Already I have told you this. It is always stable because it is all zero system, so it is stable. So that finish our FIR filter basics. Okay, so this is the structure of the FIR filter. Okay, see, you can see here it is a feed forward system, there is no any feedback. And now we will go for the IIR system, and within a short duration I will revise this discussion. See, our journey starts with the basic building blocks. There are 3 basic building blocks. We cannot have z plus z to the power 1 term because the function will become non-causal. If you are z to the power plus 1, then function will that filter will be non-causal filter, so we don't need that filter. So that's why we are having z inverse terms only. Then we have seen the mathematical modeling of the filter, where the special part of the characteristics of this FIR filter is only it is having delayed input, not any other input. So we have taken the Z transform and mathematically we have derived that H of Z is summation k varies from 0 to m bk z to the power minus k. We have solved one example by Z transform, and by IZT we get this term, that is 1 comma 0.5. IZT means inverse of Z transform. So here H of n is countable, that's why the filter is termed as finite impulse response. We have drawn the structures. 1 plus 0.5 Z inverse. So 1 is going forward. By this way. Then we need Z inverse. So Z inverse and then 0.5. Only feed forward, there is no any feedback, means you are not seeing here delayed version of the delayed version of y of n, that is output. FIR filter is all zero system and it is always stable filters. So that completes our FIR filter introduction. Okay, now in the next part of our discussion we will go for the IIR filter basics.